Sometimes on this channel, we like to talk about underrated key comics, but today we're going for the jugular, and we are just talking about A-lister heroes and villains whose first appearance might be cheaper than you think. Specifically, we're talking about the Silver Age today. Even with counting for the rising cost and inflation, these comics I'm about to give you are cheaper than they were 10 years ago. Sometimes when you have more people coming into a hobby, it raises awareness. And when awareness is out there, more of these books start to appear. And when you have more of them, obviously it's going to bring some prices down. Specifically, I am mentioning books that are now officially below $200 for VGs. James, what is a VG? A VG is a book between a 3.5 and a 4.5. It is the most common form that you will find for a comic of the Silver Age. As someone who buys collections all the time, 9 times out of 10, if I do find these books, they are VGs. And everything on this list is $200 or less. These are the end of 2024 prices, and I think some of this might shock you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I did just mention I buy collections, so hit me up if you've got some stuff. I pay a great percentage over what other people are paying, so let's have a chat. This list is in no particular order. We are going to go with Avengers 57, which is probably the one I'm going to do for the thumbnail. A VG, meaning a 3.5 to a 4 raw, lands itself at about $150. I chose this as my first entry because, do you guys remember, my 30,000 subscriber giveaway was about a VG. It was about a 4.5 Avengers 57. When I first announced it at 20,000 subscribers, it was like a $400 to $500 book. That was still a little bit of COVID high influence there. But when we finally hit 30,000 subscribers, that book had come down so much in value that, frankly, I think it wasn't that spicy a giveaway in the end. It really was only about a $150 to $200 priced raw, which is why I made sure for our 40,000 subscriber giveaway, we're doing something way more spicy. Next up is Captain America 117. This one's sad, man. The first appearance of the Falcon, 1968 key. This is a major one. You would think it would do better, but a 3.5 to a 4.5 raw, otherwise known as a VG, sells for $100. Never thought one Benjamin would do the trick for that one. Fantastic Four 67. First appearance of Adam Warlock. And this is one of the worst offenders on the list. This one shocked me to find that VGs sell for $50 right now. Okay. It's now more expensive to take a date to the movies than it is to own a copy of Adam Warlock's first appearance. Thor 165. So this is the first full appearance of Adam Warlock. And we already knew that this was way down, but VGs is a $50 book. I myself sold what I probably think was a VG 2 years ago. It's probably the last time I had it, and I think it was like $200 or more. So it's about $50 now. So that is just crazy. X-Men 28, a VG is about $100, and I have in parentheses here, or less. I always thought X-Men would be a little bit more protected, but I guess there you go. I don't know. Tales of Suspense 94, first appearance of MODOK. I said I was doing A-listers. He might be like an A- lister, so maybe that accounts for it. But VGs, 3.5s to 4.5s, have about a $50 price tag to them. That is an extremely affordable price. The only DC entry on the list, Aquaman 35. This is the first appearance of Black Manta. The VGs lie at a $150 mark. I remember when that was $300-400 in about 2015. So we have come a long way, not in the right direction. Every DC book I looked up, if it was a major key, from the Silver Age, they were all over 200. So this is a pretty Marvel-heavy list. Amazing Spider-Man 46, first appearance of Shocker. I just learned this one because I did a claim sale where I sold some ASMs. Well, a VG is 120 bucks. God, man, that used to be like $400-500, didn't it? Next is going to be Marvel Superheroes 13. This is the first Carol Danvers. A VG, again, a 3.5 to a 4.5, is this is the lowest one on our list, by the way, at $40. 40 bucks. I don't know if that's a response to the movies. I don't know what it is, but that's shocking. Next is Avengers 48, our first Black Knight. Dane Whitman here. It is all the way down to about a $60 VG raw here. I didn't think that would be under $100 in my lifetime again, but okay, here we are. Captain America 100. This is the first return Cap issue. Remember, he gets his own title back, and it's issue 100, and this was nowhere near $150 10 years ago, but right now that's what a VG will cost you. Pretty good. Submariner #1 VG for $125. I actually sold one. It was maybe a good plus. I sold one last year for $100, and that was a year ago, so just to show you, that is really low. $125 for an average copy of Submariner #1. Avengers 55, first full appearance of Ultron, takes a big hit. The average copy that you're finding of this, 3.5 to a 4.5, is a $50 book now. Wowzers. I think I saw Age of Ultron 3 times in theaters, so that actually probably cost more than the 2024 price for that book. Wow. Marvel Superheroes 18, this is our first Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not the Guardians you guys know, movie watchers, but it's first Yondu, a couple other things. And VGs are all the way down to $100, and that's a lesser picked up book. So there's a little sort of scarcity to that one. So that's kind of weird to see. Fantastic Four, we have a VG resting at about $75. Wow, man. That's low. That's low. Didn't think I'd see that one under 100. X-Men 14, we got another X-Men here. Again, I thought X-Men was safe, but no, first Sentinels, man. It's getting a little early here, but VGs are all the way down to the $200 mark. This is exactly my criteria, 200 or below. Pretty shocked to find this one in my data. Tales of Suspense, issue number 50. We've got our first appearance of the Mandarin. VGs sell for $150. Yo! To reiterate here, the average copy that you'll find of this thing, you should be dropping about 150 bucks. That's that's something. Tales to Astonish, number 90. This one is low. VGs joining the ranks of the under 100 here. We have a $50 fair market value for 3.5s to 4.5 raws. Pretty crazy. This one's a shocker too. Avengers number 9, a single-digit Avengers book. First appearance of Wonderman. VGs sell for 75 bucks. The average copy, 75 bucks. First Annihilus and Franklin Richards, FF Annual 6. I'll have to ask Barry Gary. I know this is like one of his favorite keys out there, so he might have a better memory of this book. But right now, it's about 80 bucks. Pretty crazy. Certainly not one of the ones I'd see below the $100 mark. Wild to see. Last one I'm going to give you here is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn. Why is this on the list? I really don't know. But actually, it's not even 200. VGs sell for about 150. That's crazy. Like a 3.5 copy, 150? I thought 3.5s used to sell for like 500. So, yo, I guess it feels really good to be a DC fan, I will say. Guys, let me know what you think of the list. Are there any major A-list keys that I didn't mention on here that you noticed that the VGs are below 200? As always, keep on hunting. The deals are out there, man. See what you can find. I'll see you at the next video.
Make sure to come on down to Sentiment Depot's Antiques and Collectibles, located at 238 West Delaware Ave in Pennington, New Jersey. Find so many great books for just $1 and the lowest prices on key comics around. Enjoy a huge selection of graded comics priced up to 20% lower than current fair market value. We are open from Wednesday to Sunday, closed Monday, Tuesday. You got a collection you want to sell? Bring that too. Can't wait to see you there.